Hi, I'm Edison.
I'm DC.
And welcome to Femmes React. Thank you for joining us for Between Us episode 6. What happened last week? I'm trying to remember where we left off. Oh, I'll remember it in the recap once it gets there.
Yeah, because honestly, we were just doing our live with Thomas, which you should probably watch.
Go check it out.
And yeah.
My brain is a bit kind of like tired after that. Thinking.
Yeah, it was a lot of good stuff. But we're here for Between Us.
Oh, right, because he's in the pool and he's dying. Because he was like, I don't want to warm up again.
Yeah. Which was like ridiculous. Like, don't go swimming alone. Also, Edison was freaked out by Wen's roots.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation to why he did that.
What?
We did say, like, you know, maybe he cares less about his life. He's in a state of mind where he's kind of just like...
Because when you're young, you're just like, okay, I can just start off and do this, and I really don't care, and YOLO, and all this other kind of stuff, so...
But if I would understand it, it's kind of like his goal of swimming is the most important thing to him, because he needs to make it up to his brother, you know, who can't swim anymore. And so he's like, I need to train at all costs to qualify. And so sometimes when you're in that mindset, you kind of abandon all safety precautions. You're kind of like, this is the most important thing. I don't care how much it costs me. I need to be the best to make it up to my brother, who sacrifice is now in vain. But I find TBL to be like such hard work in terms of like trying to understand character. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't.
But I think it's also like we still have that cultural barrier to get through.
Yeah, of sports.
Go home team.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, like, how often you get cramps or not, because maybe he's never had one since the accident. Or I guess if you're confident in your swimming ability, you're like, drown in a pool, as if. But it happened.
Right.
Maybe Between Us becomes a ghost BL.
Now it's just between me.
Oh, Win was quick on the uptake.
I'd have been like, that's what he wanted. I'm not getting in there with
oh my god.
With his shoes on. I've saved you. Now what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. ขอโทษว่ากูบอกไปแล้วนะว่าวันนี้ชมรมหยุดผมขอโทษเฮียถ้ากูไม่ผ่านมาเห็นแสงไฟถ้ากูไม่ได้เดินเข้ามาดูมึงว่ามันจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นบอกกูสิว่ามันจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นมึงทำแบบนี้ทำไมผมก็แค่อยากซ้อมอะไรนะ
Win is kind but not nice.
ผมแค่อยากซ้อมอ่ะทำไมเฮียต้องโมโหขนาดนี้ด้วยซ้อมเฮียอะไรมึงเกือบจมน้ำตายนะเฮียมึงเกือบจมน้ำตายต่อหน้ากูมึงเข้าใจไหม
Yeah, no, I'm on Win's side here. Okay, bar the punching, but I'm still on Win's side here.
Okay, so I was on his side to like raise the hand. That's a bit much.
But, no, Thomas did make a good point in our live where he talked about the macho-isms of characters in that they have to present in a masculine way. And so there is a lot of, like, you know, violence, not violence, but like fist fighting in a lot of BL shows.
ถ้ากูมาช้ากว่านี้แค่นิดเดียวอีกแค่นิดเดียว
I mean, Tim should take
มึงอาจจะจมไปแล้วมึงรู้ไหม
some responsibility or at least be like...
You're saying sorry, like...
Yeah,
I mean, what
I like
else
hearing
can
I'm
you
sorry, but I
say?
also would love to hear I'm a dumbass, this is why I did this, I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, really, he can't really say that. He's getting yelled at. Like, whenever I'm getting yelled at, I'm just like, okay.
โอ้ขอโทษเฮีย
Sometimes it does take, I don't know, a near-death experience for people to realize they love each other, I guess.
ใจกูจะขาด
Aww. Oh.
ถ้ามึงเป็นอะไรไปกูจะทำยังไงกูจะทำยังไงดีมถ้ามึงจมน้ำไปถ้ากูมาช่วยมึงไม่ทัน
Because that always works to shut them up.
รับปากกูว่าจะไม่ทำแบบนี้อีกผมสัญญาอย่างเงี้ย
I think this is a very important emotional part. I recognize that the actors did their work and things like that. It's like they kind of were together, but now they realize, well, at least team realize how much he matters to Win, and Win realizes how much team means to him. I recognize that, and I think it's a very pivotal point in the story, and I think it's needed. I'm thinking also for me, I guess just where I am right now and just where I've been, like, I would be sad if you died, but you did it on your own. So
everyone projects themselves in these situations. That's the whole point of BLs. It's like for you to be involved in the fantasy in whatever capacity you want to be or can be. And so, like, I don't know who I empathize with. I think I empathize with Win a bit more in the situation because I'm kind of like, why would you do that? Like, it's frustrating to kind of go, or not only if you that you don't care about your own life, you don't care about how it affects me who I'm dating.
They say that, like, East Coast people are kind but not nice, and people from the West Coast are nice but not kind. And the difference between being nice and kind is that someone from the East Coast, they'll help you if you're stuck in a ditch. They'll help you get out the ditch, but calling you an idiot for the whole time and just making you feel bad, but they actually physically do stuff. Where on the West Coast, if you're stuck in a ditch, they'll be like, oh, that's so bad. Oh my goodness, I feel bad for you. Oh, that's so bad. And then they go off and you're still stuck in a ditch. And that's why I was saying, like, Win is kind. But he's like, he did that, but also he's like angry at him. He's like, what the fuck is your problem? I identify with that. Honestly, if you died and you did it by your own fault, I'm just like, even though I care about, I identify with Win so much, but also I'm at the point where, like, I couldn't help him. Like, if I missed the time to get there just in time, I'd just been like, but we're at a university. There are other people to date.
Oh my god.
You're like, I'm just kidding. I want them to survive.
Yes, we want everyone to live.
ผมไม่เคยคิดจะโกหกเฮียเลยนะสักครั้งเดียวผมก็
I'm only in trouble right now because I almost died. If I didn't die,
เฮียเป็นคนเดียวในโลกที่ผมกล้าเล่าทุกอย่างให้ฟัง
huh?
Oh my god, this fake car simulator is really doing its job. Wait, did Win take him to
Are we
his
at
actual
your house?
Not the
Right.
apartment?
Like, hey, wait a minute.
He's like, time to meet my parents. Oh, he's like really, really cracked.
Right.
Babe, telepaths can't save every problem.
They can't solve every problem, but they don't make it worse.
Yeah.
So, like,
ยังโกรธผมอยู่หรือเปล่า
Yeah, I would still be mad.
yes.
ดื้อชิบหายลุงนี้แน่ปล่อยจมไปก็ดี
That's what I would have said, actually. My bad. I was just joking.
กูขอโทษนะ กูไม่ได้ตั้งใจจะพูดอะ
Okay, so I'm winning this situation. I'm
You are
totally
win.
win.
Yep.
ว่าตอนอยู่ในน้ำอะมันโคตรน่ากลัวเลยนะเว้ยทั้งที่ผมเองก็รู้วิธีจะพาตัวเองขึ้นมา แต่มันก็ทำไม่ได้ ขามันก็ขยับไม่ไป หายใจก็ไม่ออก ผมเข้าใจเลยนะ ว่าคนกำลังจะตายเป็นยังไงอะเหมือนกันเลย
Eh?
ตอนที่กูเห็นมึงจมอยู่ในน้
Ah.
ำกูก็รู้สึกมันจะตาย
Oh.
เฮียเลิกคิดเรื่องนี้ได้แล้วไปอาบน้ำพักผ่อนไป ส่วนเสื้อผ้าหยิบมาจากในตู้ได้เลยนะ
I'm tell you when. Get the clothes back because you'll be missing a sweatshirt forever. They will never get the sweatshirt
I
back.
feel like you're trying to tell that one person who took your sweatshirt. I know what you did, and I want it back. If you're watching, DC wants their sweatshirt back.
I want my cardigan back. It was purple and black. It was
Have
nice.
you seen this cardigan? Oh my god, this house. Oh my god.
The mom.
คุณวิวนั่งก่อนค่ะข้าวต้มเสร็จพอดีเลย คุณพ่อคุณแม่และคุณว่านออกไปตั้งแต่เช้าแล้วค่ะ
No, it's the
Oh,
maid.
that's not right.
แล้วชิวินกลับมาแล้วฮะ
ค่ะ
Eh? He's like a big dog.
Those stairs look so dangerous.
กลับมาทำไมไม่บอก
He's gonna jump on team.
เฮ้ยเยี่ยวใครมากกอะวิวเข้ามาทำไมไม่เคาะประตู
He's like, you're stealing my big brother.
Who's that? My boyfriend. Little brother is now jealous. Now he thinks, okay, y'all were doing stuff, weren't y'all?
นี่ใครอะเฮีย
So,
เด็กในน้องที่ชมรมอะ
oh, he knows.
สวัสดีครับ ผมวิว น้องเฮีย ไอทีมมันก็กินได้ทุกอย่างนั่นแหละ ดีจัง วันนี้มีคนกินข้าวเป็นเพื่อน
Is there any food in that bowl?
เสาร์อาทิตย์นี้เฮียว่างเดี๋ยวกลับไปนอนเป็นเพื่อน จริงเหรอเฮียพี่ทีมมานอนได้เปล่า
Oh, there's food. There's something wet. Okay, so they make
ห้องผมมีกันดั้มเลยนะพี่
fake gamers and fake everything
Not a
else.
fake food, okay.
พี่นี่โคตรชอบเลยรู้ปะอยู่ที่บ้านนะมีเป็นตู้เลย แต่ตั้งแต่ย้ายมาอยู่หออะ
That's
ไม่
so
เอามาด้วย
cute.
อะ
The little brothers bonding over
แต่
Gundam.
ตอนเนี้ยรีบกินได้แล้ว พี่ทีมด้วยนะ ไปส่งผมเลยนะไปส่งผมเลยนะ
Oh, it's kind of like,
He's kind of like, you're dating your brother, but I'm your brother.
right.
No, not at all.
ใจดี
No, you guys are dating, so y'all should both take care of me.
Oh, that's what you're thinking.
ชุด
Okay.
นักศึกษาของคุณวินกับคุณทีมน่ะ ป้าซักและอบแห้งให้เรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะ
Does he have spare underwear? Or is he wearing no underwear? Or is he wearing Wynn's underwear?
ผมก็นะ
Okay, so
Okay,
no
okay.
underwear would be cool. Wearing Wynn's underwear would be, I think that would be disgusting. Even if it was washed and clean, just wearing somebody else's underwear, ugh.
ปิน
I feel like I'm Regina George. And I'm like, stop trying to make them happen.
กูเลยไปลบไฟล์ทัน
Oh, the security
กล้อง
cam?
วงจรปิดมันชัดมากเลยนะเว้ย
Yeah.
ยังโคตรอันตรายเลยอ่ะ
What the hell?
Covering it up. So he doesn't
Are we
lose his
teaching
scholarship.
that cover up is like good?
เกิดกูไปช่วยมึง
Is Manal up there doing like
I would,
cheering?
I don't.
That's awesome.
Oh.
I would have stopped right there and took my shoes off.
Is Dean like, oh, I
Whoa.
recognize trauma when I see it? Because
Right?
ที่มึงเคยบอกว่า
Because my boyfriend has a whole bunch of trauma.
ไม่สัมพันธ์กับชีวิตมึงกลืนน้ำลายตัวเองแล้วเหรอวะ มึงถามตัวเองก่อนไหมว่าสิ่งที่เกิดขึ้นอยู่ตอนนี้
Right.
จริงหรือเปล่า
Look at me in the face and see if
แล้ว
this
มึ
is
งก็ตอบ
real.
ตัวเองให้ได้ ตอนที่กำลังเห็นมันจมลงไป ใจกูจะขาด กลัวมันจะหายไปจากชีวิตกู แล้วกูจะอยู่ไม่ได้ แบบนี้กูเป็นอะไรวะ ไอ้วิน ไม่ชอบความรู้สึกแบบนี้เลยวะ กูไม่อยากรู้สึกว่าเหมือนจะสูญเสียอะไรไปอะ
oh, okay.
มันเหมือนกูไม่ดีพอ
What?
ที่จะรักษาเขาไว้อะ
Whoa, 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 whoa.
กูกับมันเกินเลยไปหน่อยแล้ววะมันไม่ได้เริ่มต้นมาเคยเป็นแบบนี้อะมึงฟังกูนะ มึงใจเย็นก่อน
I don't understand the translation.
กูไม่อยากเริ่มรักใคร เพราะกูไม่อยากเสียใครไป
Okay.
ไม่ใช่การหนีปัญหาแบบนี้นะเว้ย ถ้ามึงไม่อยากเสีย มึงก็แค่รักษาไว้ ไม่ใช่ทำแบบนี้ไอ้วิน
Okay, so I get that. I understand where Wynn's coming from. Except for the part where he said I missed the connection between him saying I'm afraid of losing him. Because also I'm afraid I'm not good enough for him. I think that connection right there is
I'm not good enough to keep him. Whatever that means.
right. Especially when it's the first time, those feelings are so intense that it's frightening. Like all of it is just frightening, and especially if you've never dealt with it before. And him being a part of all this, because he's never had to deal with this love before, and so he's running away. I get that, understand that.
I would be more afraid of not having them in my life than having them in my life.
Being in love with somebody or thinking you're in love with someone can be a lot. And you feel like you're out of control and you feel like you're powerless over just a shitload of emotion. I think that he's not running away from him. That's kind of like what Dean said. He's running away from all of these. Love is not just like this for some people. It's not just like this little thing that builds up. It's like this big thing that is just, it can be a lot. Like, so it's the feelings he's more running away from.
Oh, is he looking for Win? Is he like,
Yeah, he's looking for Win. He's like, where's my support? You know what's the best thing about this episode so far? No ABC. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
คือ
Where's Win?
คือพามันรออยู่ข้างนอกครับ
You spoke too soon.
The BL gods heard me.
เนี่ย เป็นการดูแข่งว่ายน้ำครั้งแรกของเราเลย แล้วมันก็ทำให้เรารู้ว่าเราชอบ
ชอบ
เราชอบดูแข่งว่ายน้ำมากเลยอะ
เราก็ชอบเหมือนกันอะเราชอบว่ายน้ำแล้วก็ชอบที่ปิ้นมาดูเราด้วย
อ่ะนี่
โอ้ย
ก็กันแดดไง นี่เคยใช้มั่งปะเนี่ย
Oh.
อีกอย่างยี่ห้อเนี่ยดีมากเลยนะ เพราะเราเป็นพรีเซนเตอร์
อุ้ยใช้เลย
That's not
คิดแบบนี้หรือเปล่า
บ้า
no.
เลยไง บีเดี๋ยวเราต้องไปแล้วนะ ไปเจอกัน
But you're not going to teach him how to use the sunscreen? You don't have time to teach him how to use sunscreen?
Well, first of all, Okay, so good on B for never using sunscreen. Okay, don't stop breathing it in. Right.
Why
It's all in your hair.
Why is it good for him that he doesn't use sunscreen?
No. Because in some places, people are afraid of getting darker. So they use sunscreen and stuff like that. I guess, B's not like afraid of
เชื่อเลย
being too dark.
อะไรของมึง
So,
I just don't want
That
more
aspect.
UV damage.
right.
มึงเข้ามาว่ามึงทำได้ แต่ครั้งเนี้ยมึงเป็นคน
Oh, this is awkward because they know each
มึง
other.
จะชวนพี่มาไม่บอกกูวะอกหักเหรอ ยังไม่ได้เป็นอะไรกันเลย เรียกอกหักได้ที่ไหนวะ
Y'all are a couple, though.
แล้วถ้ากูกลัวมันจะใช่อะถ้า
What is love?
กู
Baby,
ไม่
don't
อยากเลิ
hurt
กความรัก
me.
แต่แรกอะ
I get that. Feelings are a burden.
But that's what makes us human.
I know, right? How annoying.
ดีกับคนอื่น
Right.
แต่กูกลัวไอวีกูไม่เคยรักษาอะไรไว้ได้เลยอะ แล้วกูก็กลัว
That's the part of loving anything. I did not watch the final episodes of Sex in the City until this year because I was afraid to end it.
หายไปไหนของเขาวะ พี่ว่าจะชวนพวกนั้นไปนอนแพที่กาญจนบุรีด้วยกัน
Ooh.
แพที่กาญจนบุรีเหรอครับ ผมไม่เคยไปนอนเลยอ่ะ
Dean.
แบบนี้สิ
ไม่ใช่คนในชมรมว่ายน้
But you're my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, grab that chin. Okay.
จะกลัวอะไรเราเป็นแฟนประธานชมรมว่ายน้ำไม่ใช่เลยไง
Yep. Oh, Pete. The music.
ไปกินกันหมายถึงไปกินข้าวใช่ไหมครับ หรือจะให้หมายถึงอย่างอื่นกิน
Pete.
ไปครับไอวินไลน์มาบอกว่ามันกลับแล้วอ่ะ
What?
ไหนบอกว่าแค่ไปเข้าห้องน้ำไงครับ
He ditched
นั่น
them.
น่ะดิ
Wow.
ถ้างั้นเรากลับกันเลยไหมไม่
What?
แต่กูมีคนให้ระบายแล้ว
Oh, okay. Cool.
ฟังให้ดี
Oh,
แล้วก็คิด
yeah. Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. Whoever.
พี่ชอบคุยกับเขาเหรอ แต่มันก็แปลกๆอ่ะ กูกับเขาไม่เคยเจอกัน ไม่เคยรู้จักกันด้วยซ้ำ พี่มีความคิดที่จะอยากเจอกับเขาจริงๆบ้างไหม
Nah, they're probably like
ไม่อยากเจอ
in this far part of the country or
ดี
whatever.
มากๆอยู่แล้ว
Ooh.
ครับ ถ้างั้นเรากลับกันเลยนะครับพี่ดึกละ
อืม
I can understand, like, because the older brother is like, yeah, but it's perfect right now. I guess also the older brother is just as afraid as Win is because also he's going through a lot of things, but he's just like, yeah, especially when you have someone and you're just like kind of creating that fantasy and things like that. Like the problem is that when they become real, that I mean you can also get some additional stuff, but also it's very frightening because all that fantasy is now in front of you and he's perfect right now, so I get that. One of the themes right now, especially through this episode, is fear. Like Win has it, his older brother has it, a team has it, even though he's about to have it, and stuff like that. So I think this fear is thematically woven through this episode. So
And people are afraid of change. I think when things change, it's more volatile. It makes sense that what he has right now fulfills his current needs. Like, I get that too. Sometimes you kind of are happy with some friendships staying at certain capacities, and then you're kind of like, if things change, we might have a different dynamic. Whoa, okay.
what? So
Are you still mad at me? Was the mother? Okay, wait. First of all,
bring it out.
I was like, okay, maybe they're friends, and then a comment was like, bro, they're brothers. Did you not watch the show? I was wrong. Okay, so they're brothers. I didn't say I was wrong, but like I was like, okay, so they're brothers, but they're not brothers. They're not.
Right.
They're not brothers. My interpretation was right. First of all, why did you have to kill his son?
Get him, Jade.
So his friend did die. That's really unfortunate. But my gosh. Yes, all that blame, all that guilt. And then when he was like, are you still mad at me? Was it the mom of the friend?
I think that was the mom of the friend. But then also, I think it was was the friend the only son or was the only child? Because then that is probably also an additional thing why the parent would still be mad because lost my only child. All children are important, blah, 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 blah. But
all children matter. Are these his memories coming back to him, though? Like, is that fresh?
I think those memories coming back.
โซฟาได้
ป่านนี้
แล้วพี่คุณแม่บ้านหลับหมดแล้ว
นอนตรงเนี้ยระวังตื่นขึ้นมาอีกทีรออยู่ข้างเครื่องบินแล้วกันก็ยุงหางขึ้นไปดิบ้านกูมันเปิดไว้ตลอดข้างล่างยุงมันเยอะ
Just close the doors
ถ้าไม่ติดอะไรมึงนอนห้องกู
ไม่ติดครับ
ขึ้นข้างบนเถอะดึกละ
Oh, there is a sofa in his room. OMG.
God damn! Like, this is a nice room.
OMG. What? You're all the way back there? What? You're so far away from the screen.
งั้นมานอนบนเตียงด้วยกันไหมล่ะ
ได้ครับ คือผมเกรงใจ
ถ้างั้นก็
What? not in bed. Not even bat in the bed like that.
ไอ้ทีเล็กแม่งเทกูดิหายไปไหนก็ไม่รู้
He's not just online for your sake. He can't always be online.
คิดถึงเขามากเลยเหรอพี่
ก็เล่นเกมด้วยกันทุกวันน่ะพอไม่เจอแล้วเหมือนขาดอะไรไป
Aww.
Oh wow.
เขาดูสำคัญกับพี่มากเลยเนาะ
สำคัญ พรุ่งนี้กูจะด่ามันให้ยับเลย
That being said,
อะไรนะ
what?
เปล่าพี่ ฝันดีครับ
That being said, though, he is. I do get annoyed when like a game and date is broken.
Did you see the tattoos on the back?
Yes, I saw. He has a tattoo. That if you go back on the recording, I was just, oh, he has a tattoo.
It's the fetishizing these men, do you think?
I am not. They're tattoos. The brother just got hotter.
Oh my god. Babe, you just fell asleep. Come on. Give it like 5 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, baby team.
เฮีย
It's locked. Maybe he's just not home.
เฮียอยู่หรือเปล่า
Oh, he's like, yeah. Oh,
หายไปไหนของเขา
Yeah, where is he?
oh, that's sad. That is heartbreaking. Not you promising that you're always going to take care of me until somebody better comes along, and then you dropping the ball.
Okay, but where's Wen? Is he at home or is he not at home? Like, what's going on?
มึงเป็นอะไร ผมไม่โอเคเฮียทำไมต้องพูดแบบนั้นกันด้วยวะ แล้วนี่มึงหายสับสนหรือยัง สรุปจะเอายังไง อยู่ที่น้องมากกว่า กูรู้สึกว่าเหมือนกูเคยรู้จักมึง เสียง
Nah. What do you mean my voice sounds familiar?
Wait, what's this? The manager?
โจ้
Oh my god. And oh my god.
Let's not do that. We're having a good episode. Let's not do that.
I forgot about these ads. I keep forgetting that they exist.
ก็เวลากูแดกเหล้าพวกมึงแล้วกูเมาเละเทะเดี๋ยวเขาเป็นห่วง เขาไหนวะ ใคร เขาไหนพวกมึงแดกๆไว้เถอะ รีบแดกเดี๋ยวกูพากลับบ้านดุกูเฉย อะไรวะ
I'm the designated driver.
In front of my salad and friends.
ทำอะไรเนี่ย
In front of my low vibrational plate?
What?
เนี่ยพวกมึง เดี๋ยวกูไปก่อนนะไว้เจอกัน กูว่ากูรู้แล้ว เขาคือใคร ขนมมึงรีบเมาเหอะ กูเมาเลย เมาเลย
Oh wow. Okay, so that was like the only 3 seconds of good ABC.
Oh, you're turning around. You're coming around to the...
No, no, that's what they want.
What's the rundown? I don't even know what to think of that episode. I think they're trying to set up a really big emotional moment. I don't know. I'm struggling personally, but did you feel much about that?
I felt stuff, and I understand what they're doing. And like I said earlier, the theme of fear through all of the characters that I cared about went through the episode. I get it. I understand all of this kind of stuff. So I understood the motivation for the characters. I could conceptualize the motivation for the characters. Even though he was realizing he was falling in love, and he had to have Dean tell, like, you know what, these are the things that what you're doing. And these are systematically, you're hitting all the marks, you're in love. And him kind of saying, okay, you know what, I'm in love, but then also being this episode engrossed with it. And he was like, this is not what I meant to do. This is not where I meant to be at. And I didn't know it was going to feel like this, even though I said, hey, you know, you'll be with somebody until somebody better takes care of you. And then you see at the end of the episode, even though he had all these feelings, he kind of broke his promise. Like, I understood everything. I understood his older brother kind of not wanting to meet T-Rex because he's like, nah, this is good, bruh. This is like good. Like, the rest of my life is kind of shit with my dad and everything else. I mean,
better not to risk it. I mean, if you meet him real life, the dynamics could change. You might kind of have this, like, love is blind, not the reversal of that. You might go, okay, shoot, now I'm a bit more judgmental about how they look. Then it kind of, I hate to say it, but it will make you feel different about them. You know, if once you know how they look. Right now, at his point in his life, he needs to kind of play it safe and keep the good things good, while, you know, and not potentially make them go bad. I did like how, oh shoot, what's his name? But yeah, I liked how enthusiastic, like, it was comedy. It was classic comedy. It was very cute. Like, how enthusiastic he was to all their advances. Not advances, but, you know, getting closer and stuff like that. And it was good, visible kind of interest on his part. It's really endearing how he's happy to not see it as this one-sided emotional labor kind of relationship, because it's essentially what he's doing. And so, like, there's a risk there that's primary role, and some people don't want to be that for someone else. But he's happy doing that. He's happy just listening and not expecting anything in return, and that's kind of wholesome. But then also, there is the risk there that it's not going to be reciprocated, or one will have certain expectations. So, I mean, like, those are other things. I think there's meant to be an emotional heaviness to how critical and deep the whole traumatizing thing of almost losing them is meant to feel like, which is hard for me to relate to, just because I just can't really, like, envision myself being in that headspace. I think the way he's gone about it, though, like, kind of just become a recluse or not answering his calls, is a bit harsh in terms of, like, you still have responsibilities to other people's emotions if you have given that assurance. And so, even though I understand to some extent what Win is feeling, I'm kind of like, at the same time, you can't just really, like, shut off people without any explanation or anything. Like, it's kind of rude.
So I understand Win's motivation and things like that. That being said, it's not a justification for him being, like, a recluse and wrong. And I guess, especially being a more mature person than I am, I'm like, you owe it at least this other person who you've. That's basically he's leading him on and then ghosting him. That's like kind of that shit. However, also, I am when he was saving Team's life and calling him just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And just yelling at him and just, I get that because it's just the way I was raised. What do you think about seeing Prince?
What? I don't think. I mean, the sunscreen ad just made it worse. Like, first, A, you're not applying the sunscreen correctly. And then B, who cares? Just like... he using sunscreen as a deflector for B going, I like you too. I do like the language play that we don't get in English, and how you can be ambiguous about the subject of liking something, and that's cute, you know, in terms of the flirtatious play of that. But it's sort of just like in a show in which the other couples have a bit more depth and reasoning into why they like each other, and this one is kind of just like very surface level attraction. It's not doing anything. It's kind of like they just are cute for each other. It's very like almost teenage love in that, you know, what are the qualities that you find attractive in each other? I want to know more. I guess it's cute that the person he likes is a person in his class, just like an everyday kind of dude. I'm still trying to like go back into the past and go, why did Team say, are you still mad at me? And if that was a memory that recently resurfaced, he wouldn't be saying that. So I just, either this, it's just the storytelling or something about that moment is kind of impacting him right now, or has given him more motivation to kind of seek win out. I'm just not too sure how everything ties in.
It was for me kind of sad because at the end, because he was dealing with the trauma and he had when to go to and all this other kind of stuff. And then being there at his door and not getting help, he was alone again. That part for me was sad.
But yeah, I also get that Win is still a young adult. Like, even though he's older, it doesn't mean he's like mature or anything. It just means that he is also flawed. So yeah.
And just to contrast him being flawed, especially the scene in the bar with his older brother, and his older brother was just kind of like, oh, that's when he was almost like he was pointing out his immaturity. And that way you realize that, okay, you know what, Win is maybe older, but he's still young. So yeah.
That's it for us at Femmes React. Thank you for watching our Between Us episode 6 reaction. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave us your comments. Please leave us your likes. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next week for episode 7. Thanks for watching us. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Bye.
See you later.